Welcome to How to Cook That. I'm Reardon and today we're making a rainbow cake and we've got the new release of the Surprise Cakes app ready so you can put unicorn on top of your cake. If you already have the app with the fireworks and the dragons, then just hit the update button on your Surprise Cakes app to get the unicorn as well. If you don't have it yet, then I'll add a link in the description below where you can purchase it on Android and iOS. To make the rainbow cake, you'll need 2 packets of vanilla cake mix made according to the directions on the pack. And I'm using a packet mix for this because it can handle the over mixing when we're adding our colours. Split the mixture evenly between 6 bowls and then add a generous amount of gel food colour and mix it through really well. And do the same with your orange, yellow, green, blue and purple. Take your baking tin and cut out a circle of baking paper to line the base, and then using the scraps of baking paper, grease the base and sides of the tin and then add your circle back in. Pour one of your colours into the tin and then use a spoon to spread it out and push it out towards the outside, and this is going to help decrease that doming in the middle that cakes often do. Bake that in the oven. The time that will take will depend on your packet mix, so check what it says and then take into account that you're only putting half a cake in. Then repeat that with your other colours of cake batter. And then for the icing in between the layers, I'm going to use a buttercream mixed with a cooled ganache, and you can find the recipes for those on the website howtocookthat.net, and I'll link to them in the description just below this video. Once your cakes are baked and cooled, take them out of the tin and place a bowl or something round over the top and trim off that outer edge. This is just getting rid of that brown colour that's right on the edge because we want our cake just to be beautifully coloured and without any brown in it at all. Then level off the top using a cake leveller, or you can use a knife, and then place your frosting into a big piping bag or a plastic bag. Shake it down to the bottom and twist it at the top to stop it coming back out the top end when you squeeze it. Place a small amount onto your cake stand or plate and spread it out, and this just stops the cake from slipping off the cake platter. Add your purple layer first and then pipe a thin layer of your frosting over the top and spread that out as level and flat as you can get it. Then add the blue, green, yellow, orange and red layers. Then use your piping bag to pipe more frosting onto the outside of each layer, and then use your spatula to smooth it out. Piping it on first just helps to keep the different coloured crumbs separate to each other so we don't get it mixed over the cake. Then pipe the frosting on top as well in a circle and spread that out. Go around your edge one more time to smooth that, and then any bits of frosting that are coming up above the top of the cake, just push them flat going towards the centre of your cake. Now we need to make a double batch of the buttercream recipe, which again is on the website, and split that into 6 different bowls. And just like we did for the cake batter, use lots of gel colour, and I mean lots, to get bright colours. Now you can't use liquid colour here if you want it really bright because you'll need to add too much and it'll make the buttercream split. Take a spoon of your purple and add some cocoa powder to that and a little bit of black food colouring just to darken it. Now take another little bowl and mix together some of your blue and some of your purple to make a light bluey purpley colour. Now you need to do this for each of your colours that are next to each other on the rainbow to create a mid-tone colour so that they're going to blend together nicely going up the cake. Then place each of those into Ziploc bags, and starting with the darkest colour, cut a tiny corner off and then begin to pipe dots of the colour all the way around the base of the cake. Then we don't want it to be in stripes, we actually want it to be sort of uneven, so start to make little triangles coming up and then a dot above that. You can do it in a neat pattern or you can do it uneven and random, it really doesn't matter. Then take your purple and fill in the gaps and then make your purple come up unevenly high as well, just like we did with the darker colour. And then continue that with your next colour as well. This piping style with the dots of all different colours is inspired by a photo I saw of a 7-tiered cake by Michelle Brule, which was the last cake she made before selling her bakery, so she doesn't do cakes anymore. And she used much larger dots than this, and you can do that too, but I like the look of the little ones. At the top, pipe a circle of red dots and then a row of each colour until you get to green. And then in a bowl, mix together some shredded coconut with some green liquid colour, Just keep mixing it until the coconut absorbs the colour. If you've only got gel colour, you can use that, just add a little bit of water with it as well. Then add a spoonful of your coconut over the top, all the way to cover the middle section and up to that green line that we piped. Then add your unicorn marker on top, and you can colour it in lightly as long as the black lines are still clearly visible so the app can lock onto it. Turn your Surprise Cakes app on, press the movie clapper, and then line up the box with the marker, and a unicorn will magically appear on top of your cake. And you can press the buttons down the bottom to make it move, you can change its colour pressing the buttons on the other side, and you can even take photos with the birthday kid behind it. And afterwards they can keep the marker and play with the unicorn as well. Then you can cut up your cake and serve it to reveal the colourful rainbow inside. Click to go to the Surprise Cakes app in the iTunes store, or the link for both Android and iOS are below. Subscribe to How to Cook That for more crazy sweet creations. Click here to go to the channel, and here for last week's chocolate handbag video. Have a great week, and I'll see you on Friday.